What's good, family? What's good? All right. This video is going to be about the alligator strategy. All right. I'm going to go over a quick explanation on what it is, how to use it, and exactly how to apply it to the Harmonic Scanner itself. So, if you are a part of I Am Master Academy, you have access to the Harmonic Scanner. Now, of course, the Harmonic Scanner in and of itself is already accurate, but why not make it more accurate, right? So with the alligator strategy, you are actually able to get in at more precise times to minimize your risk and maximize your reward. So in this video, I'm gonna show you exactly, like I said, everything that you can know when it comes to gator strategy. It's a simple overview so you can understand how it works and how simple it is just to follow 4 simple confirmations. So now I'm gonna share my screen. Now, right here is IM.Center. Don't know already, you access IM.Center pretty much for everything. Academies, Pip Talk, Go Live, strategies, etc. So right here, we're gonna go to strategies. Once we go to strategies, scroll down till you see harmonics. It should already be highlighted. All you do is click harmonics. Log in. Now, in and of itself, like I said already, the Harmonic Scanner is pretty accurate, okay? But why not make it even better by minimizing more risk? So I'm gonna show you exactly how the alligator strategy works, okay? So say for example, there are 4 different confirmations that you need with the alligator strategy, okay? But before I get into them, I need you to know a term, a type of candle, if you will. It's called the Hikinashi candles. If you don't know what the Hikinashi candles is, look it up. It's one of the most powerful types of candlesticks there is when it comes to trading. Need y'all to understand it. But I'm gonna use a term called flat top or flat bottom. Flat top means that the top of the candle is flat and there's no wick to the upside. Flat bottom means it's flat at the bottom of the candle and there's no wick to the downside. Flat top refers to a sell candle. Flat bottom refers to a buy candle. So in this example, my buy candles are blue, my sell candles are red. And I'm gonna go over an example of exactly how to utilize this strategy, okay? So for example, in pairing it with the harmonic scanner, I'm gonna go through a past example so you can see how powerful this is, okay? This example right here, this is a perfect example, right? The scanner called out this trade. If you would have got in right here, you would have been safe. Of course, if you would have gotten here, you would have been stuck in all this noise until finally it broke to the downside. But again, to minimize your risk as well as wait time and to get in at the perfect opportunity, using the alligator strategy will definitely help you in the long run. Okay, so there's 4 confirmations. Confirmation number 1, like I said, is a flat top or flat bottom candle. For a sell, you need a flat top. For a sell, you need a flat top candle to close below the alligator indicator. So these 3 lines are the alligator indicator. You can add it through here. It's called Williams Alligator. Nothing changes between here. Quick settings, 13, 8, and 5. Style, just like this. That's all you need. Now, for a sell, confirmation number 1, flat top candle, close it below the blue line. So your first confirmation is right here. This is your first flat top that closes across and below the blue line, okay? So we're gonna mark it with this vertical line here. Boom, make this line thicker and a different color. Make it green so you can see it. Okay. Boom. That's confirmation number one. And I'm gonna move it to the back. Okay. Confirmation number two. The green for the alligator indicator. The green line is below the red line, and both are crossing below the blue line. Okay, what I mean by this green line needs to be below this red line, and both lines need to be going in the right direction below this blue line. So, as you can see, just an example, this candle, there's a lot of lead with these lines, meaning that right here is when you would start seeing these crosses. So, this lines up. That's confirmation number two. Confirmation number three is the MACDs. Now, I'm not going to go over exactly everything to set up as far as the alligator strategy, but one thing to characterize is this right here. The red line is below, the green line goes below the red line, and both lines are below this zero dotted line, okay? The green line is below the red line, and both lines are below the zero. So that doesn't happen until this next candle, this cross right here. Okay, that's confirmation number three. Confirmation number four is the DMI. Well, you have the black line clearly above the red and the blue, and the red line has to be clearly above the blue line for a sell. So everything for a sell, this is what you need. The black line clearly above both lines, and the red line needs to be clearly above the blue line. You don't want to get in here. You don't want to get in amongst this. This is not something that you look to. This right here is a perfect time to get in. So when would you get in? You could have got in right after the close of this candle or waited for this candle. Either way, if you got in at the close of this next candle, you caught 20 pips, almost 20 pips, which is good. If you catch anywhere between 10 and 15, between 15 or more pips, that's a victory. That's a winning trade. So this trade alone, in about 2.5 hours, you got 17.5 pips. That's a winning trade in my book. Okay. Now, I said I wasn't going to go over the setup, but I'm going to go over it real quick, just so you understand how simple it is. Okay. You have two MACDs, you have the DMI, you have the alligator. All of these are accessible through the Harmonic Scanner. Okay. You don't have to go to anywhere else to apply these indicators. You can go right on top of the Harmonic Scanner and use this. So, like I said, if you believe that you can find 4 confirmations, right? Flat top or flat bottom. That's one. It's the green below the red and both below the blue, or crossing below the blue. Confirmation 2. This is all for a sell, by the way. Confirmation number 3. The green is below the red and both below the zero line. Confirmation number 4. Black line is clearly above the red and the blue, and the red is clearly above the blue line. That's 4 confirmations you need. As soon as they all line up, you enter the trade. So you would have entered right here, and you would have wrote it down for 17 pips. That's it. I'm going to show you a buy example too. All right. So, right here. Okay. Perfect example of the buy. Confirmation number 1, flat top, flat bottom. For a buy, it's a flat bottom, right? Confirmation number 1. You get that candle right here. Confirmation number 2 is a green above the red for the MACDs. It's the green line above the red line and both lines above the 0 dotted line. That doesn't happen until over here. But green is clearly above the red. So you go to wait it a little bit, but you have your confirmation that it is in a buying trend. What's next? Is the black line clearly above both the red and the blue line? And is the blue line above the red? Boom. That's confirmation number 4. So remember, for a buy, confirmation number 1, flat bottom candle. Confirmation number 2, green line above the red line are both crossing the blue line upward. That happens here. Confirmation number 3, for MACDs, green line is above the red line and both are above the 0 line. Confirmation number 4, for the DMI, the black line is clearly above both the blue and the red, and the blue line is above the red line for the DMI. If you feel that that's everything that you need, and that's simple as it gets, that's all you need to do, okay? So like I said, you will get in right here. After this candle close, guess what? After this candle closes, this one right here, you catch 20, almost 30 pips. Actually, you catch about 30 pips. So that's a good day trade right there. You get in at one point at the right time, you don't worry about it for the rest of the day. You don't even have to look at it. Once you catch 15 pips, you already know that's the victory. You just got 15 pips extra. So like I said, if you feel like you're one of somebody that's going to be overwhelmed by the charts and you want to have a checklist that really makes it simple, the Alligator Strategy is something that's going to show you exactly how to do it, okay? So now that I went over the logistics of it, how it works, I'm actually go over how to set it up on our Harmonic Scanner. So anybody with Iron Master Academy, anybody that has access to our Harmonic Scanner, this is exactly how you do it, okay? So I'm gonna refresh. I'm gonna do it from scratch, okay? Go to indicators. Type in Alligator. Choose Williams Alligator. Change this to 13, 8, and 5. Style, colors stay the same, but if you click on the color, you can change the thickness. Okay? Change the thickness however you like. That's indicator number 1. Also, delete RSI. Indicator number 2, you're going to choose 2 MACDs. So you're going to type in MACD, click this twice. 1, 2. First one, click this settings tab. Uncheck MACD. Go to inputs. Fast length stays at 12. Slow length is 18. Signal length is 1. Again, you can go to style and you can change the thickness of the lines. Just like that. That's it. Second MACD. Again, uncheck this. Uncheck MACD. Change the histogram to black. Change the signal to green. Use a lighter green. Okay. Now go to histogram and turn on price line. Change the inputs to 5, 15, 1. Okay, and that's it. Now, hover over the MACD line, click until you see those dots, and drag it up. Now you have the MACDs in the same window. Not only that, you have the 0 line right here. Again, you can go back into settings and change the color and change the thickness of the line, however you need to. And that's the MACDs. The next one, go back to indicators, type in DMI, directional movement. Click that once. You go here, the DI length is 5, ADX smoothing is 1. Okay? Style plus DI is blue, minus DI is red. That is not red. There we go. And ADX is black. Again, change the thickness as you please. Make sure you can see everything. And that's it. That's all you have to do. Again, like I said, with the MACDs for a buy, you're looking for the green line above the red line. And both lines have to be above that 0 line. For a sell, you are looking for the green line below the red line and both lines below the 0 line for a sell. For the DMI, you are looking for the black line to be clearly above and away from the other 2 lines. For a buy, you're looking for the blue line to be above the red line as well. Now for a sell, you're looking for the black line to be clearly above both lines again, but the red line needs to be above the blue line for a sell, for the DMI. And then for the alligator, for a buy, the green line needs to be above the red line and both lines need to be crossing above the blue line. For a sell, you need the green line below the red line and both lines crossing below the blue line. And that's for a sell. And that's all you need, again. And then last confirmation for a buy, flat bottom candle. For a sell, flat top candle. And that's all you need. If you feel this is as simple as it gets when it comes to applying a strategy to the tools that you actually pay for, that's all you need. Okay, so if you feel like this is simple enough for you to understand, and if you're not actually a part of I Am Master Academy already and you want to get started and you see that this is something that you can take advantage of, please hit me up on Instagram. My Instagram will be attached to this video in the description. So please take advantage of it, okay? Like I said, that's all you need when it comes to the alligator strategy. It's very simple. It's very easy to understand. You just have to be patient and play the waiting game. If you feel like you can be patient enough in order to make money, again, it's not guaranteed, but if you apply yourself and understand how the strategy works, you can use it to the best of your ability.